One of the most highly anticipated sneakers of 2023 is right here. Today we're looking at the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 Pine Green. What's up guys, bjkicks here. Welcome back to my channel Kicks on Kicks, where I review sneakers. Today we are looking at a very dope shoe. This is the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 in the pine green colorway. I mean, I don't really have to specify colorway because this is the only Nike SB Air Jordan 4 in existence, but hey, here we are. So we're going to talk about the shoe, give you a look at the packaging. I'm going to give you some legit checking pointers so that you can tell the difference between this high quality replica and the real pair out there on the open market. And then we're going to get up out of here. So let's go ahead and start off with, actually, before I do, quick shout out to the homies that sent this over for review. Their information is in the description down below. Now, let's start this off with a quick look at the outsole, starting from the bottom up. This is pretty much your standard Air Jordan 4 outsole. We got this white rubber outsole, a nice little red hit there on the Nike swoosh. And of course, one big difference that you don't typically see on a Jordan 4 is a gum sole. So we got hits of gum right here on the toe, as well as on the heel. They're just supposed to add some added traction. Now, this is a shoe that I really wanted to get in hand. I wasn't crazy hyped for it ahead of time, but then the more people started getting their hands on pairs, getting them in hand, I was like, oh snap, like there's differences. So I wanted to see how well these, reps would compare to some of the subtle differences between a regular Air Jordan 4 and the retail Nike SB Jordan 4, especially as it relates to comfort and fit. So we're going to talk about all that. Now, moving on from that outsole, we will move up to the midsole, standard Jordan 4 midsole. We got these nice hits of pine green right here on the forefoot, as well as back toward the heel, of course. Inside your air unit, you've actually got a red air unit. Very nice. I love these hits of red on the shoe. There's not a lot of them, but when they're there and they hit, right? So moving all the way around, you got that pine green, and that's pretty much the midsole. Now let's move on to the upper, where your upper on this shoe is actually not white. It looks white in pictures, but this is very much like an off-white, creamy sail type color. So that's all over the shoes, a sort of sail color with hits of pine green. Now, differences between this shoe and your standard Nike or your standard Air Jordan 4. One, these leathers supposed to be a little bit softer. On this shoe, not so much. This is pretty much the same plasticky leather you always get on a Jordan 4. But let's look at the heel right quick. Nike SB on that back tab, not Nike Air, not a Jumpman, but Nike SB. Definitely a very cool defining feature. And then on this little flap, this flap is a super soft, rubbery plastic. It's super flappy, and it's kind of, like I said, soft to the touch. It is not like your standard Air Jordan 4 that's like super rigid and stiff and like feels like it's gonna cut your Achilles all open and stuff. That is a very nice touch, and you get the same sort of softer look on the plastic. Now, not so much on this shoe, but on the real deal, this is a little bit softer, as well as this little wing tip on your Air Jordan 4. Now, looking at the lace bed and the caging, standard sort of off-white caging, moving on up to your flight tag, which is embroidered in red with the green flight, with the green flight text under it. My bad, dropped the box. So that's pretty much the shoe. Let's take a look at the packaging real quick since it's decided to interrupt the video anyway. So this is not your standard Air Jordan 4 box. Typically you get that box with the hole in it and everything. Nah, this is a straight up off-white box, off-white, cream, sail, whatever color you want to call it. It's got a silver Jumpman logo with the flight text. On the box top in the corners, you got the Jumpman with Nike SB co-branding there. And let's look at the box tag. This is the Nike Air Jordan 4 Retro SP, or Special Projects, in sail, white, and pine green. Got mine in a size 9 because that's the size I wear. Now let's take out the other shoe and I'll talk about some legit checking factors that you can look for. Because honestly, there's quite a few differences between this and the retail shoe. First off, biggest difference you're going to find between this shoe and the retail version is the shape. The shape on this replica is pretty much the same as the shape on every other Jordan 4. It's kind of boxy on the toe box, and you know, that's that. On the retail, it's a much more of a sloped toe box, and it kind of comes to almost not quite to a point, but like a nice little curve, and you know, you get that. So that's one big difference. You can tell mostly like from the top down view on your retail pair. If you're looking down at your feet, you'll notice this gray comes down a little bit further, and it's just a better overall shape. So that's one thing that you can tell from pretty far away. The other thing that's going to make you be able to tell the difference between this shoe and a retail version or its retail counterpart, if you get the shoe in hand, like I said, this back tab is pretty soft and malleable, right? These, the wings are supposed to be just as soft. Instead, these wings are pretty much the same consistency as they've always been. So that's something to look out for on your pair. And other than that, you might notice like the shape of the caging here. So this cage is supposed to kind of extend back into here and kind of end up parallel with that seam on the shoe. This one isn't as bad as some other reps out there, other replica Jordan 4s, but it is, you know, noticeable. As well as the caging is like really like hard to the touch. It's not soft like on the retail. So those are all differences that you can tell if you get a pair in hand. Other than that, you're looking at the pair from far away. All you really can look at is the shape of that toe box. That's the dead giveaway, or at least until, you know, they start bringing out the newer replica pairs. But yeah, as far as extras with the shoe, there aren't really any extras, but you do have this red insole here, the Nike SB Air. So that's pretty cool. And other than that, man, the shoe is the shoe. The game is the game. And this one's dope. As far as just wearing this on foot, I'm definitely wearing it. Like, absolutely. It looks dope. Feels pretty good to the touch. It's a dope shoe. And that's really all you can ask for. And that's all I really care about as a consumer. So shout out to the homies that sent this over. And I'll see you guys in another review real soon. Peace.